different ways of changing your eating. We're into week 4 of the month and therefore talking about things related to nutrition, the food and drink side of things. And over the course of the next few days, I'm going to cover a number of different approaches you might take to making changes to your eating and drinking. Because ultimately, that's what we'll probably need to do to get the results we desire. Exercise is an often overrated component for many of the things that we might want to achieve. It's amazing for some things, for improving energy levels, for toning, for general health, for mental health, mood, and many more things. It's pretty ineffective for weight loss. And a fairly high proportion of people who join here want to lose weight. So a far bigger win is changes to our food. You might have heard the expression that you can't out-train a bad diet. You can, but why would you bother? The amount of effort that would go into doing that, it's way easier to make some changes to our eating. And over the next few days, I'm going to cover some of those ways of doing it. But the important thing to remember is the principles that need to underpin our approach. There's an expression that you've probably heard me say many times, that methods are many, principles are few. Methods often change, principles never do. Many of the ways of eating, the approaches that you'll know of, are methods. And provided they achieve the requisite principle, they will work. But they are just ways of achieving the principle. And if we forget the principle that needs to underpin our choice of method, and therefore don't do that thing, then the method won't necessarily get us what we want. Any form of eating, unless it creates a calorie deficit, will not elicit weight loss. Until someone can show in controlled laboratory circumstances that they don't gain weight in a calorie surplus and that they don't lose weight in a calorie deficit, which is yet to happen. If that's you, you're the first person in history to have been tested and that actually happened, then let's just accept it. Let's just accept that whatever method we're choosing, we have to create a calorie deficit, whether that's something we're particularly paying attention to or whether we're using a method that kind of just makes that happen. Let's not pretend that it doesn't need to happen. If anyone tells you otherwise, run. Keep away from them and their advice. If we're looking to improve general health, we'll probably benefit from more fresh food, more stuff with vitamins and minerals in, etc. But if we're looking to lose weight as well, don't do that at the expense of being in that deficit. For most people, if they're exercising regularly here and they're losing weight, their health will improve considerably. There are other considerations we can make, but let's not make those considerations at the expense of doing sessions and eating in a deficit if we have weight to lose. So again, over the next 4 days, I'm going to cover a number of different methods, but let's make sure whatever method we choose, whatever approach we're taking, we tick those boxes of what needs to happen for the results that we desire to occur.